Hi, this is Matthias with the Online Writing Log. Today I'm sharing a new project I've been working on for the last month or so. It's actually a continuation of something I was working on before I created the Online Writing Log. And for those of you that followed my activities back then, I used to track all my writing in a spreadsheet. And in fact, the spreadsheet I used back then has been available on one of my websites since then, and it's downloaded with some regularity. So I figured that there's still demand for using spreadsheets for tracking, and I totally understand that not everyone wants their information in a web app somewhere out there and prefer to just keep things more simple. So I figured I would blow the dust off this old spreadsheet of mine and kind of spruce it up a little bit, improve it, and fix a few bugs, and put it back out there. And that's what essentially the Writing Log 2 is. It's the next iteration of the spreadsheet I was using to track my writing 4 or 5 years ago. And I figured I'd let you all take a peek at it, use it, and see what you think. So what I want to do today is just walk through it briefly, show you how it works, and then you can have at it. So the first thing you want to do is really look through the README first page. It tells you how to set everything up and how to use the log. So I'd recommend you look through that. And once you do that, read through that, you're ready to start setting goals and tracking your writing. So the first thing you want to do, obviously, with anything like this is set up a goal. And I'm going to pretend that we're on June 1, and we're going to set a goal for June for 15,000 words. And so what I'm doing here is I'm going to save this here, and as you can see, our goal is now 500 words a day. That's the estimate based on the month we're in. The next thing you can do here is basically set up, I'd like to call it vacation days, but days that you want to skip and not include in your calculations. So let's say you want to write 15,000 words, but you're going to be out for 2 days. So let's say, for example, the 5th here and the 10th, you're not going to write. You can exclude those. And then when the spreadsheet calculates your daily goal, it will take that into account and spread your monthly goal over those 29 days that are remaining, or whatever it might be for that particular month. Once you set this up, you can hop over to the writing log page, and it tells you here how much you have left remaining of June, monthly goal 15,000, and 536. That is your goal based on how many days you have left to write, which excludes those two. And in fact, if I go back here and take these out, we'll see that the goal goes down to 500 because now the 15,000 is evenly divided over the 30 days of June. So the way the writing log works here is you just put the day you're writing, the date, and you can have multiple sessions. So you can have several different ones. So let's say the first session I got 200 words in I managed to cram that in 10 minutes. And then I had another one later that same day where I got another 250. But that took me 20 minutes to write. So altogether, I got 30 minutes of writing, and as you can see up here, 450 words, and leaves 50 remaining. And then if you want to, you can put a comment in here too as well, if you like, for whatever that might be. Where you're writing, what you're writing about, or those kind of things. And then, as you can see, the remaining monthly goal has also been updated. Now, if you go to the monthly dashboard, you will see some of these information here as well. On the right, you will have every day of the month. You will show the calculated goal, and this will kind of stick with the current day of the month. So it will show the current day, which is in this case June 1, and what the estimated goal is for tomorrow, and then how far you're towards your goal. And what this will do is, depending on how you write, So in this case, 450 words, right? So that means there's 50 additional words that weren't written on that day that needs to be spread out over the remaining 29. So what the spreadsheet will do is it will split that evenly and add those words to your next day's goal. So if we change that to, say, let's change this to 250, so we have 2 writing sessions of 250. Now your goal is instead 100, and it's tomorrow's goal is also 100. Now on the flip side, let's say you completely forgot and didn't do any writing at all. So I'm going to take these out. Your goal will still show 500 here, right? So that's how that works. And then, so if we go here, let's put these back here, and we'll go back to the monthly dashboard. Up here you have some of the same information that you had on the writing log page. We have the monthly goal, the actual word count so far, today's data, and some other information. And then down here you can see a chart that shows words for today and your goal for today. And then this one here, I like it, the most productive weekday. Kind of gives you an idea of what days you work the most on. So it's one of those ways to help you see what days you're productive and less productive, and plan. You can plan accordingly or modify your habits accordingly. The annual dashboard shows the year, and on both this one and the monthly one, you can actually just pick the year here and it will change. And that's one of the great things about the writing log. There's one sheet for all months, so you don't have to have 12 different sheets with tables and stuff. You just change the month here, and depending on your goal, it will just show up, right? So you just change it based on that. So that makes it easier to keep track of everything, and you can still compare month to month over here as you're filling in the data. And that's pretty much a summary of what the writing log can do. I would love for you to check it out and to see how this works for you, and tracking and so on. Look in the description below for more information about where you can find this log. And I should also give you a heads up that I'm working on a more intricate version of this that includes projects and activities, so you'll be able to still be centered around word count, but you can set up projects and track individual projects as well. So that's coming eventually. There'll be a bigger spreadsheet. It'll be more complex, more detailed charts and so on. So, but for now, go ahead and enjoy this. Take a peek at it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your writing.